winds were quite fruity. I think we're getting 18 to sort of 24 knots, which is why we had the code 3 up. Dark, riding a bucking bronco with Dave on the helm was really quite exhilarating for some and quite scary for others. For some reason, we're not quite sure yet, the lazy sheet unwound from its winch and was then flying out in the water. And it's critical that this sheet could have been brought back in, or we couldn't actually douse the kite, and that's quite a dangerous situation. We understand that he managed to hook the lazy sheet, brought it to one side, and was holding the lazy sheet in his left hand and also clutching the guardrail. And I guess, we don't quite know, that the lazy sheet probably got round his thumb at the same time, got a massive crack from the spinnaker as it sort of collapsed and then filled with a great force. And that was probably what did the damage to Dave's thumb.
We initially thought that Dave's thumb was totally separated from his hand until Malsbury went up to him and actually saw that it was still attached. Understood that this needed immediate hospital treatment, got in doctor practice, and that's why Dave was taken off the boat into hospital here in Porto.
Initially got the phone call in the middle of the night that the accident had happened, and really it was my role to coordinate, liaise with the Coast Guard and make sure that the boat's going to the right place. The rescue services are doing their job and really communicating with the boat and make sure the right things are happening to get Dave off the boat and keep the team safe and the boat safe.
The risk, if he doesn't go in the water until the helicopter's overhead, the diver goes in, we stand off no more than 100 metres, he will always be in sight of us with his AIS deployed. See you here in a couple of days.
I was standing at the back of the boat, never really anticipating doing that you were going to actually step away from a boat that you're skippering with your crew, who are, at the end of the day, an amateur crew. Although they've had great training, they are an amateur crew and you're the skipper. But also the thing that hit me was the level of calmness and relaxation on the boat, and it was like, maybe they don't need me after all. That was a bit of a moment. Jump into the sea and then to float away, yeah, that was quite a difficult thing to do. If you could imagine taking a cheese wire and then cutting it from the top of the finger down to about there, so it's sort of like quite a straight cut. It goes down, it's very clean, very sharp. And when you look at it bound up, it doesn't look a lot, but when they take the bandages on, even the nurses in the hospital go, ooh. I've now got in this hand a number of wires, etc., that join it together.
David's really built a strong team from the beginning and built it on the same values, so safety is one of the key elements there, working together as a team and getting some enjoyment and learning out of the race, and that's something that has always been part of my sailing. We've got a really strong team here. They've showed great sailing ability and organisation, and all the training that they've done through Clipper, they've put it into practice and shown us that they really are a strong team, so really is an honour to go sailing with them.
It's going to be very hard for me. I know at the moment, 24 hours ago I was still getting over a 3-hour surgery in general anaesthetic, but it probably hasn't quite sunk in yet that they're going on without me. I want to be on the boat, I want to be with them. I'm not, something's happened, I can't do that. I've got to say, it is very, very hard, very emotional. But it will be difficult, and I know that I'm going to get impatient to join the boat. But they'll do well. They are a special group of people. It's a bit of a roller coaster at the moment for me.